June the 5th, 2025. I want to explain to people who have a two-piece, meaning there's two pieces, a top and a bottom, for a two-post lift in the clear floor option, meaning there's no cables or hoses that run across the floor. They do these modularly, so this base is the same for either. Okay, what the difference is the way they route the cables and the pulleys. So on this one, they go above, across, back down, and then these cables are equalization cables. They keep the lift level side to side while each individual hydraulic cylinder, which is what's under those chains, pushes up this part. Okay, so the problem I ran into is this lift is a 12,000 pound lift. It's wider at the bottom, which is what I was after, but I didn't really think about how tall it was. And so what I ended up having to do to make it fit, as you can see, I have zero space left. It is right up against my beam. And it's tucked in front of that main center beam because there's no way I could get it under without making it even shorter, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to get as much lift out of this as I could. So you can see the 4 bolts. There's additional ones on the front. Okay, so you got a total of 8 bolts holding this upper piece to the column. Now the actual lift, if you look right there, see those squares? That's the locks. Okay, so the lift itself only lifts up to right below that upper piece. Okay, that's set in stone. Doesn't matter how tall it is. It goes up, it lifts 72 inches off the floor, 6 foot. And so what I did, for those of you who already figured it out, is I dropped it the appropriate number of inches, shooting a laser from that insulation down to the floor where my marks were. Those purple lines right there are my marks. It was originally supposed to be over a little bit. Like I said, it was going to be under that beam. So I slid it down that far, that many inches, and I drilled my own holes and then put everything together. Now, that fixes the column. Now what you have to do to fix the cables, because now, and I think that dimension is 7 inches, okay? So now you have to, I think this one shows better. Yeah. So now, you turn on the light. Okay, so now that is a piece of a jack handle to a floor jack. Really heavy duty, hollow, and a couple spacer nuts, and then the nuts that and washer that comes with it. So basically, I had cut 7-inch pieces of this, and you need 4 of them. One here, another one under there. It's hard to see. And then the same thing on the crossways. There's one just exactly like this. So you have a total of 4 pieces of jack handle to take up that space. So you can see how it slides up in there, comes up, and it works perfect. Okay, I've had absolutely 0 problems with it. I'm just letting somebody else know if they want to try to get a lift that's a little too tall for their shop in, and it's a 2-piece, it has to be a 2-piece modular lift, then you may be able to make it work. Signing off.